chair behind the guy next to.
Hit record. Okay, go for it. Nancy, go.
Hello, everybody. Yes, I'm so thankful to be part of this awesome business. And it was lovely a weekend. But part of to say lovely, I can say much more. I'll keep you busy for very long. But I won't be greedy to take all the time. Friday night, we were people coming into the hall. And I said to Jenny, I wonder how many people are here. So I counted the chairs, left and right, and how many in a row. So it was 930. But before the meeting even started, they had to bring in chairs. So there was over 1,100. That's without the band and without the leaders at the back and those people who helped. And Charlie said next year, God willing, 2025, that hall will be packed. And only the rubies will be sitting, 5 ruby will be sitting at the back. So you must know. Okay, Sean. So I will just say one thing more and then it's over to Sean. When I greeted Charlie and Alta and Charlie said, hello. I said, hello, Charlie, how are you? He said, next time you must have 10 people here. If you haven't got 10 people, ek sal jou gat slaan. Excuse my French. And I laughed. I turned around and Caesar was behind me. And he said to her the same thing. If you haven't got 10 people here, next time, ek slaan jou gat. She said, she was so bit disgusted. She said, Charlie, but you don't know. There where we are living, it's very difficult. He said, now you just make sure that you bring 10 extra next time. Sure, over to you.
Yeah, Charlie doesn't take excuses. But the comment is 3 rubies and above will be sitting at the back. Anybody else will be sitting with the plebs in the front. So guess where we're going to be? That depends on how many people you talk to between now and next year. All right, but it was excellent. All the talks were brilliant. We had people from, I think it was over 6 different countries that were there. We had obviously Mozambique and Namibia. We had South Africa. We had Botswana. We had Tanzania. We had America, and we had South Africa. Those are only the ones that I was aware of. If they're more under correction over there. The stories were mind-blowing. One lady went from 5 diamond to, I think she dropped down to about 2 or 3 ruby after she lost her husband, and basically pulled out the business for 5 years, I think it was, and still continued to earn an income. Didn't do anything for 5 years. She was in depression. She was doing a ministry, and her son said to her, you come alive when you talk to people about this business. It's time to come back. I don't think she's 5 diamond yet. I think she's up to about 1 or 2 diamond. I'm under correction on that one. It's Kelechi from Tanzania, Kenya. Exactly. Uganda. So that was mind-blowing. Just to see what's possible. She's been doing the business for, I think it was 29 years, 30 years, somewhere about there. And then all of a sudden her husband just dropped dead. And that knocked her. But she was able to build up, step back, get herself back in gear, and come back again. And that just shows me the resilience of this business. That even if you just mess with it, quite honestly, it will still pay you and it will still welcome you back. This is not a business where if you ignore it, it's going to ignore you and go away. They're still there to support you. Obviously, we had all the normal things with the band. The candlelighting ceremony was mind-blowing as always. If you want, I can share some of my notes. I did take, copious notes. I also picked up a bit of sinus on the way from the dry air in Bloemfontein. So if you want me to share some of my notes, I'm primed and ready to do that. Because to try and remember everything over the 3 days is just, there was so very much information. And the thing that really got me as well was Laverne. Laverne doesn't talk.
Fantastic.
Laverne did an entire session on her own and did a fantastic job. So,
And telling her story.
yes, her side of the story. Louis wasn't there at all. And
Who, Sean?
Laverne Smith. Laverne Smith.
Oh,
Louis'
I couldn't hear you.
wife.
I missed you.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Louis wasn't there
Okay, yes, I
at
know who
all.
she is.
Yeah, Louis wasn't there, so she
Oh.
came out and she did her thing, and it was mind-blowing. Before I forget,
Fantastic. Okay.
I'm going
Well,
to
she's diamond now.
yeah,
Right?
the 2 diamond. I'm going to play a little voice note from
She's two.
she's 2 diamond, yes. I'm going to play a little voice note from Kay. This was Kay's first trip to Bloemfontein, and I just want to give you her feedback. I did catch her unawares because I said, Liz, I need you to give me a 5-minute talk. And she said, no, it's not going to be 5 minutes, but I'm going to prime it. And
What word, Sean? Anyway, okay,
Yeah,
so my experience, it was phenomenal. It's eye-opening. It's doable. We just have to be persistent, and so many ideas flow from meeting people, from hearing the speakers talk about their experiences, and yeah, I'm glad that there's a conference again in October, so we don't lose momentum. But yeah, Bloemfontein was phenomenal. To see all the rankings and how well the ladies have done and the men have done, and the ministry team, and for praise and worship, that was phenomenal. And just all round, it was a really, really awesome weekend. And I'm very, very grateful to the Lord for giving me this business and letting me grow in it. And I am determined. I am going to come out on top and get better and better with it as the weeks and months go past. And it gives me. It's showing me that I also need to help my downline, like the people that I've already got in my downline, and I need to help train them so that they can get more familiar with the products and how to speak about the products and stuff like that. So no, this is not going to be 5 minutes, Sean. Sorry.
all right, so that was a first
well done.
timer's experience of Bloemfontein. Let me share my screen here quickly. Okay. See if I can use some of these goodies over here. Oops. So we started off on Friday evening. If I'm going too fast, please yell and tell me to slow down. We started off with Charlie and Alta, and the statement was go all in. Don't mess about. Burn your bridges as an incentive to go full time. Don't only have one leg. You need width as well as depth. And it won't be easy, but it will be worth it. But don't make the mistake of going full time too soon. And you can't argue with those not involved in the business. So people will say no. They will tell you stuff that it can't work. It doesn't work. Tell that to Charlie, who started off bankrupt. Tell that to Louis, who started off bankrupt. Tell that to any of the president's team members that the business doesn't work, because we had ample proof of that. Some of the spelling over here was a bit dodgy on my part, but some of the things is, what is attitude? Motivation is dreams and your why. So what's your why? What's your motivation? Why are you doing this business? And Hansi's comment is never underestimate the power of attitude. Attitude is a brain program. This little supercomputer over here can get programmed just like any computer. And attitude makes all the difference. We need to talk to strangers, not family and friends, because family and friends, as we know, are never going to, I won't say never, are seldom going to join us in the beginning. They are going to watch us. They're not going to join us until maybe much later. I know there's family members of Charlie who still don't believe his success. They still maintain he's getting paid. Where they think he's getting money from, I don't know. But they still maintain the business doesn't work. And those are family members of Charlie. Positive attitude leads to a solution. Maybe I missed this one over here, but okay, forget that one. Record your self-talk and listen daily. This was something that I think it was Nelly that said. She recorded her self-talk. It's a simple little voice note, and she listens to it daily. It was either Nelly or Sianda. But they listen to that self-talk daily. So if you don't have your self-talk up somewhere, record it. We've got the technology. It's simple. It's free. Use it. Associate with positive people at all times, just like what we're doing right here. And we need to get rid of fear. Fear is not from God. We need to do things in faith. So you also need to know, what do you believe? Do you believe in the business? Do you believe in the products? Do you believe in the concept? And we need to picture clearly our desired results. The vision board, we all know these things. And you cannot hide your attitude. So your attitude needs to be good at all times, because people are watching us. Whether we like it or know it, people are watching us. We had a team of Grasa, Kelechi, and Bingi. And they spoke about dreams. And dreams give you direction. You need to break your dreams down into goals, your SMART goals, with a time stamp on it. Your dreams need to be big enough to wake you up. Be the example of what you say. You say you take the products. Show it. What's your energy levels like? What's your health levels like? Yes, I'm not a good example right now. I did come down with something, but that was on Sunday. By Monday, I was almost fine. Yesterday, now I'm sounding croaky, but I'm 99% better. So we need to be that example. And self-talk is what keeps you going. It encourages yourself and helps you to get where you want to be. It keeps you motivated. It takes courage to start the business. Continue it and come back. And that was Kelechi. That you've got to step out when you start the business, because basically it's almost like think of somebody being pounded with a whole lot of missiles from every side when you start off, because there's so many people against you, so much negativity. So it takes courage to get going, but it also, you need the courage to keep going when things get rough. And if you do fall off, well, it takes courage to come back again, just as Kelechi's proven. And you will become what you believe. So how strong is your belief? You shall have what you say, not what you desire. So be careful of what you say. Be careful of what comes out of here. Dreams come true when we work on them. Yeah, you can have a dream while you're in bed and asleep, but unless you work on it, that's all there's going to be, is a dream. And we have to be our own cheerleaders. Because of that negativity, people are not always there. And we need to believe. Great meetings don't create success. Great decisions make success. And we ended off Friday with Charlie on principles and philosophies. We need to grow as a person and leader as well as in the workplace. We need to be honest and have integrity at all times. We need to stand for what is right every time, regardless of what other people are saying. if you want to be successful, ask, what can I give? Not what can I get? We need to share our feelings, our products, our business, and our encouragement. And we need to care for people. Don't talk about the business until the presentation. Stick with, are you open to looking at a way to earn some extra money? Don't go down the rabbit hole of, yes, what is it? Are you open to looking? And then when you sit down with them and do the presentation, then you can talk about all the products and all the rest of it. We need to show people how to demo the product. So our new team members, our customers even. And we never do anything for a short-term gain. This is a long-term investment. Help people become profitable as soon as possible. Maximize the value of your team members. We've put a lot of effort into getting people to sign up. That's an investment. Don't waste it. We need to serve our people. They mustn't serve us. We need to serve them. And when you look for good, you will find good. If you look for bad, you're going to find that too. Humble yourself and serve people in order to attain success. And then Laverne, she was looking very nervous, but she did an extremely good job at her talk. We need to decide to change our actions. Nobody's going to change it for us. And as long as you walk with God and ask him for guidance, he's going to come through. Never give up on a prospect. Look how long it took before Louis decided to come on board. Believe you can, and you very soon will. It's not about having things, but the richness of God within. Some people will disappoint us, but others want to grow, and they will take you far. And near life will change your life for the better. And then Isabel Tete, who I think is from Tanzania. I can't remember exactly where she was, but she did the home care cleaning demo. And it was interesting because she asked for 3 people to come up to have their hands washed with oil. Well, there was a stampede of about 6. And I don't mean everybody looking at each other and saying, no, you go, you go, you go. I mean, they almost had to call a security guard to say, listen, back off, because she was literally swamped. And some of those people were guests, and they charged up on that stage. So do the inviting. I won't go through all of that, but then we had Rose and Grasa and Tessa. Don't look at my spelling over here, on personal skincare. We need to be aware of the toxic skin products as much as the toxic cleaning products. For dry skin, use Body Love, and you can mix Body Love and body lotion. And aloe gel should always be handy. I know it is in my household and in my car and pretty much anywhere else. The average woman has put on over 200 chemicals on their body by the time they leave their house in the morning. And that's quite a scary stat over there. And to convince men, use samples, because men forget sometimes that they've got skin too. Moisture is the most important thing for skin health. The nutritional care was Laverne and Melissa and Olivia. You can stop any cancer if you stop feeding it with toxins. To get sufficient iron levels, you need to take 6 to 9 multi-mineral with alfalfa daily. I found that one very interesting. And 3 treonine daily for energy. Our products aren't miracle working, as we know, but they provide the tools the body needs to heal itself. And we need to understand the power of pure nutrition. And Bingi and Raymond from Tanzania gave a very good talk on Supergrow. Supergrow has been registered in Tanzania as a fertilizer. If it is not registered in your country, which I don't think it is in our country, please don't promote it as such. She says you will get into trouble, and probably the company will get into trouble as well, as what happened there. And it took a lot of hard work, but they finally managed to get it officially registered in Tanzania as a fertilizer. But you can only promote it there as such. And it enables more nutrients to get to the roots. It helps plants create more chlorophyll, which creates more nutrients in the plant. In other words, your veggies have a lot more nutrients because they've got a lot more chlorophyll. Obviously works well as a wetter sticker as well. Plants get more nutrients from the soil, therefore requiring less added fertilizer, therefore being more cost effective. And better yields equals better profit. Then we had customer development from Hosiana, Stella, and Awone. And the comments are, as we know, all these things are things that we know. Talk to people daily. Learn people's needs and offer solutions. And Stella is this young lady over here. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. Stella is this young lady over here. And I do mean young lady. And she is quite the fashion fundi. And she just walks around. She started off as a fragrance salesperson until somebody invited her to have a look at the business. Well, she's thriving. She's a 2 or 3 ruby, I think. And she is going great guns. We need to learn people's needs and offer solutions. Don't offer solutions before you figure out the needs. We need to be very intentional when helping someone. Find out their specific need. Don't go off at a tangent, especially in the beginning. Start off with what is their specific pain point. You need to follow up to ensure the correct use of the products, because if you don't have the correct use, you're going to lose your customer. You have to sell yourself before you can sell your products, because people are going to buy you before they buy your products. You need to have the utmost confidence in your products. Actions speak louder than words. Duplicate yourself to your team. So your team needs to be able to become you. Never talk price, but rather unique points. So you sell the advantages of the product. The price is a byproduct. If people see the value, they're not going to worry about the price. Make sure you know everything about your product before promoting it. And from that perspective, I'm not saying, and I don't think they're meaning that you need to know absolutely everything, all the technicalities about every single product we've got. But if you've got a niche market, so Stella does a lot of skincare. If you've got a niche market, know your products, know what it does. You don't have to know all the chemical compositions and everything like that, but have a pretty good idea of what does the product do? What does Supergrow do? What does Super 10 do? What does LDC do? Why would somebody want them? What does Tree and N do? Why would somebody want that? And stay away from the word no. No doesn't mean no. It means not yet. Always smile and be excited about your products, even if you don't know everything about it. And I know this works for me at work. If you look like you know what you're talking about, people who don't know what you're talking about are not going to question you. So even if, as long as everything is fact, you don't have to know all the technicalities. You can skip all those things, but keep the basics. Make it look as though, make it sound as though you know that you are the absolute expert. And nobody is going to question you. Control, and if you don't know the answer, tell them. I don't know, but I will find out and I'll get back to you. Because people appreciate that honesty. Control your attitude with your customer at all times. And we had Jose. Jose Machado is Adelina's brother. Ashna and Marta Karumbe from Namibia. A prospect is someone with potential to be invited to see the presentation or the product. And business goes with people. So you don't have to target any specific person, but If somebody's open, give them the business. Everywhere you are doing business. And I was listening to a podcast earlier today that said, where the people commented that they don't go out to prospect, they prospect while they are out. There's a good difference over there. Always be smart, and in other words, smartly dressed and positive. To be able to thrive, you need people. Remember, this is a business of people. We're not on our own. We need people around us. We need a team. We don't need employees. We need other entrepreneurs. And it's important to have a goal which eliminates fear. Have that burning desire. You know, if you sit down in your chair, that chair must be biting you. It must be like sitting on a hot blanket that's put on extra high. And it must make you uncomfortable. So uncomfortable that you get out the chair and go and do stuff. Go talk to people. And you need to develop a habit to enjoy the prospecting process. Don't be scared of it. Use compliments to start conversations, which leads to discovering their pain point. You know, one of the questions, and I can't remember if it was Bloem or if it was a podcast that I listened to also along the line, that said, if you could change something about your life today, what would it be? Or if you could change something about your job, what would you do? Then you know what the pain point is, and you know where you can go. Aim to develop a friend, not a prospect, when first meeting. Be a friend first and a marketer second. Never exaggerate business possibilities. Don't talk about the millions that Charlie's earning. Talk about the possibility of earning a couple of extra 100 rand. Because that's what most people are going to do. Trust leads to team members. So you get a lead and you're going to trust the fact that they are going to become team. To go far, you need to go with others. To go fast, you're going to go on your own. To go far, you need to go with a team. And to build a business, you need to talk to people. And Kelechi from Nigeria gave a brilliant talk. If someone invites you to come back to see them another day, do so, because that's what happened with her. Somebody invited her. She said, no, I can't come and talk to you now because I'm going on holiday. And then they followed up again afterwards. If they hadn't have done so, you wouldn't have been there. Leadership is not pinned to your status, but to your personality. And as Charlie and Alto always say, sponsor yourself out of trouble. We each have a unique story, so don't try to become someone else. And we need to decide to succeed. Make sure that what resonates with you, make sure what resonates with you. Don't try to copy somebody else. You can learn from them, but be you. Listen to yourself to find yourself. We all need a partner and support in the background of our business. This is where our team comes from, our uplines come from. Use the business as a pulpit. It's exactly what she did, or still does. One person's success becomes everyone's success. Money and success are side effects of building correctly. Build your business in such a way that if you aren't there, it will not implode. Exactly what she did. It's not what works, it's what duplicates. Don't do high tech, do high watch. The greatest form of deception is self-deception. Speak to yourself every day before leaving home and start from the beginning every day. So every day that you go out, you are a brand new distributor. You're not a 5-diamond director. And then we had Kelechi and Bingi and Adelina talking about the characteristics of a good leader. I know I'm running out of time over here. And I can share this again another time if necessary. But then they also spoke about the importance of setting goals. Goals are the roadmap of where we are going. And setting goals is the key to success. We've gone through the SMART goals. If someone says you can't, that's their limits, not yours. We need to stay consistent.
Sean, don't hurry.
Okay.
I think let's carry on next week. This
Okay.
is brilliant. I don't know what the others think, but you've really worked very, very hard. This is brilliant. Thank you.
Okay. I took copious notes, and as you could see, my spelling was not always that hot, but it's just copy and paste.
Yeah, but your presentation is absolutely spot on. Well done.
Excellent.
It
Very
was-
good.
Makes me feel like I'm at Bloemfontein.
Awesome.
Good. It's a very rapid version of it. So we can sort of expand on that a little bit more next week if necessary. But
Yes.
there was just so much, as always, that it's just you have to be focused all the time, which was brilliant.
fun.
And there was just such a very good flow the whole time. Alta had planned it as always, and it just flowed together. When we first got there Friday night, I just felt, there was sort of like a heaviness. That was probably me personal. But by the time we got going, it was, wow, okay, let's just go. And it just went and went and went. And everybody just had such valuable input. And I was just typing the whole time. And there's probably a whole lot that I missed as well. But that was just those things that I picked up. And then on Sunday, well, we had other people from Tanzania behind us. And they were all looking for photo ops and crowding around us. It was great. And it's just that whole mix together that makes it so worthwhile.
Super.
I've got a very good talk from Kelechi when she was on her way to Diamond. I've got it in my case here. I wonder, maybe I'll just share it with the team. There's some interesting points there, but
yes,
what you've got here in your point form, we need to go over that again
Yeah, very nice.
more thoroughly.
Yeah,
Well done, Sean.
don't miss it. Don't hurry it.
okay.
Don't hurry.
I can kick in again next week and carry on from there.
We'll do it on Wednesday as well.
Wednesday.
Fantastic.
Okay.
I'm sure
Didn't
everyone else.
Lauren, didn't you go to Bloem?
No, we didn't go to Bloem. We went to the
Oh.
Kruger with my family.
Okay, nice one. Okay.
Yeah.
Stop recording.
Well done, Sean.